if you can read, and so I hope that you. Why am I saying I hope that you? You should probably know that we're playing the SpongeBob movie game. Again, THQ, Heavy Iron, Nickelodeon, that loading screen. That kind of gave it away, especially the Nickelodeon movies thing. Yeah, even if you didn't know that this game had a specific loading screen, that actually is pretty good. Man, I love that Heavy Iron look.
Welcome to our little tale of woe, triumph against impossible odds, terror, and managerial responsibility. Our story begins in the calm waters above the town of Bikini Bottom. As we descend beneath the waves, we find another day. Wait a minute! Hold your seahorses!
I can't believe this is happening here! It's horrible!
Oh yeah, we have SpongeBob boot pants thing. I like this intro. Even though the PlayStation 2 graphics clearly do show themselves. Well, I guess I'm playing this on original Xbox, which I think is one of the better looking versions of this game. No cheese! Oh, this has never happened before.
I'm going in.
Hold it together, Mr. Krabs. I'm going in. I hope you heard that over. But again, my commentary is a bit more important. So you'll see this is a distinction from the original, from the GameCube version and possibly the PS2, I'm not sure, is that the fish actually move. In the GameCube version, they're completely stationary, and they still look dead inside. Wake me up inside, can't wake up. Wake me up inside, save me, call my name and save me from this doom. I love that song, especially how over dramatic it is. But yeah, these fish models don't look that good, but at least they're not completely stationary.
He's just ooze macho.
Yeah, ooze macho. I'll step in my ooze now. The water, for some reason, stepping in any amount of water, even if it's like super shallow like that, hurts you, which I don't like that. Battle for Bikini Bottom introduced that in. I get SpongeBob not being able to swim in like deep puddles of water, but even then, well, ocean and stuff. Ocean man, you take me by the hand, lead me to the land. I'll talk about that song later. Well, yeah, there's I really don't like that you can't just stand in puddles of water like that. Just because SpongeBob can't swim doesn't mean he can't go into like small puddles of water. Now, what am I saying? Now, here it is. Wait, let's rant about this truck. Okay, so first of all, what is this block? First of all, it looks better and like more kind of square than the rest of the truck. It's better animated. Then there's like, is this a block from Minecraft? Yeah, SpongeBob. SpongeBob Movie Game. Inspired assets for Minecraft. And then like this door is painted on. How do you even get out of your car? And then look at this front design. Ugly. Well, it's not actually that bad. Whoa. I'm walking small. And then it's like, where is it pulling out of smoke? I'm sorry, I don't want to rant on this game too much because it is polarizing. A lot of people do hate it, and I am not one of the people who actually hates it. I really like this game. It's not as good as Battle for Bikini Bottom, but I do like it. And I also think it has a slightly stronger start than Battle for Bikini Bottom, despite the opening cutscene not being as great, but Battle for Bikini Bottom mostly trumps this game because of the open world and the fact that it managed to kind of like capture the SpongeBob feel a bit more. Even though I do like this game, but how about I should probably go through an introduction. So this game actually has a new leveling up system, which you get to by pressing the back button if you're playing on an Xbox 360 controller, and you can level up various things. Right now we have the karate spin, and Patrick has the star spin. Okay, but yeah, that's a new thing that Battle for Bikini Bottom didn't add, and I like them innovating in those kinds of ways. And it does lead to like more variety in terms of the moves, especially for the fact that it actually makes Patrick a lot better as a character to play with. In the original game, Sandy was the best character with
See what extra you have just earned. Go to the extra section on the options menu.
Okay. I think they got Scarlett Johansson as Mindy to voice on this game, which is... She's full on sounds like a robot in these recordings. I don't know. Maybe they like woke her up at 5 a.m. and they like took out all the recordings where like she was like, oh, why am I here? Why am I here so early? And like just made her sound like robotic. She's like, they like give her certain tips for how to act, and it's like, sound as robotic as possible. But anyways, in the original game, Sandy was obviously the best character. Then a close second was SpongeBob, just because of how many abilities he got. And then next was Patrick. However, SpongeBob and Patrick in this game are a bit more equally matched. Equally matched. Okay. Equally matched. Sorry for messing with the microphone if you hated that. Okay. And then we have this thing. Which also, this notices a change from a Battle for Bikini Bottom, is that originally on the wall jumping segments, SpongeBob's face was just plastered onto these walls. Well, a more anatomically spongy, realistic sponge kind of version of SpongeBob. Well, here we have a bit of a sign, so it's a bit more subtle and kind of more, I don't know, mature as you could phrase it, which is good because it this whole game is like about
You'll be able to break through some weak objects in the world.
the theme of this game, and by extension the movie, is like about maturity, and being a kid isn't a bad thing. Even though the only thing that they don't keep in is that you should absolutely hate school, and you should well, unless you actually can keep a decently positive mindset, but just don't think that's actually teaching you very well. Being a bit controversial. And also, this was really the point that I should have brought up first. Never look forward to being an adult. Always enjoy being a kid, because then you have like all kinds of responsibilities and taxes and stuff, and it just like which I think that like the whole thing of kids being like, oh, I wanna become, I can't wait to be an adult and have responsibilities and do taxes and have to keep a stable family, and if I have kids, they have to change diapers and tell them no, or sometimes yes. Yeah, man, I can't wait to have responsibility over my actions and be able to go to jail and get full punishments, no restraints. I can't wait. I think it's a potentially dangerous mindset. So, for all the kids out there, just enjoy being a kid, and it will help you in life. Also, we might as well talk about these cutscenes, these slideshow cutscenes. Apparently, they couldn't get, like, they couldn't use actual clips from the movie for some reason, because, like, this actually came out a couple weeks before the movie was released. I don't know why. I don't understand that whole mindset of, like, we gotta put out the game before the movie, because not very many people are going to buy the game that's a tie-in with the movie until they see the movie, you know? So that will mean decreased sales for the first couple of weeks. Unless they want the whole story spoiled. Or maybe they'll just get it just to have it and then not really play it, and it's just kind of... Well, I don't know, maybe they'll play the first level because they think, oh, spoiling the first 10 minutes of the movie isn't too bad, but I don't see why it's so good as a tactic and why so many people use it. I don't know, maybe it's if, like, someone is, like, desperate to see the movie. For a second, I thought you had, like, the cartwheel spin move. Or someone is so desperate to find out anything about the movie that they, and can't wait to see it, that they're willing to, like, kind of have it spoiled in a game tie-in, then maybe I can see that. I've had that attitude towards certain movies, like the final Harry Potter, even though, admittedly, I don't have the, Smash. I'll explain the joke later. Actually, but yeah, those cutscenes where they just kind of use screenshots from the movie. Yeah, they like use Microsoft Movie Maker full-on slideshow transitions. Those aren't very good. I don't like it, and especially whenever they use like stock images of just SpongeBob. It's fine if it's just like screen caps from the movie, but whenever they do like that whole stock images thing of the characters, it's just like no, this doesn't look professional. How'd this come out of a professional game studio? Stop. Yeah. Also, well, to make a joke from the original recordings, I'll get to that. See, now this was a thing that was big in like movies in the very early 2000s, but I'm gonna bring you the new, big, action-filled, epic movie of a generation. This is going to be a movie where you get really close and intimate towards your characters in the movie. You get to see their faces and even the inside of their heads in full detail. You get to see the various blemishes, freckles, and ice cream stains on their face. You get to see how badly rendered the inside of their mouth is. You get to see everything from a new point of view. If you just went up to people and got super close to their face, they would be like, no, get away from me. But now, you can have the dream of being able to get really close to people captured in this movie. Yeah, you get really close to the characters. You know exactly what's in their head. Badly 3D animated dead matter. You get really close to the characters. Coming soon to theaters. Rated X. Nothing better than to laugh at your own jokes. Oh yeah, this is accordion thing. This is a 15-second track off of like the soundtrack for this game, which by the way is really good. Let me go on the side tangent for that. Like the really long tangent about this is that this game has an absolutely amazingly stunning soundtrack. It is truly great. And then of course the floor breaks again. And then it just fades out so that the minimum wage employees don't have to pick it up. You know what? That's very nice. I'm glad that you disappeared Destructible Floor. That you destroyed Destructible Floor. I love when Destructible Floors destroy. Oh yeah. By the way, you know what I'm collecting is here. I'm collecting the manliness objects, which are basically shaped like weights. Because of course, only manly men lift weights, even though some women go to the gym and try to get muscles, but they can't get true manly muscles because women are pretty much born inferior and they can't grow muscles as big No, that's actually legitimate truth. I'm not even being sexist. It's
You have got to try this new dot room game.
Dude!
Where?
a stop running at me, dude. By the way, these guys are reskins of the hammer bots from Battle for Bikini Bottom. In fact, this game takes a whole lot of assets from Battle for Bikini Bottom. In fact, the only reason why this game was really any good for being a rushed movie tie-in game was because it took so many assets from a far superior, just amazing game that came before it. Yeah, anyways, as I was going through a side tangent before, the soundtrack is amazing. What? Okay, so you can stand in one side of the sink, but yeah, you can't stand in the other. Even if you got in from this end, nope, it automatically pushes you to the other side of the sink. I'm sorry, why can't I go to the other side of this absolutely huge sink? Also, I'm pretty sure that's not how physics work. Was there like an invisible slope that's not even invisible, it's just like painted the color of this, like what happened in, you know, that thing in the climax of Indiana Jones, or the third Indiana Jones movie was The Last Crusade, yeah. Yeah, by the way, The Last Crusade is probably my favorite Indiana Jones movie. But, like, why would you have a sink where, like, one side is, like, a slope and it's painted to look like... Why can't you just have the full sink? And also, that was a very big sink of Fat Man Boy Patrick could fit into it. Okay, let's destroy these, which, by the way, just like they take a lot of assets from Battle for Bikini Bottom, those are reskins of the Duplicatrons, which... I don't know, it's very weird, like, so these guys supposedly come from, like, these weird ice cream shooter things, whatever, where, like, but aren't these just, like, employees that, at Goofy Goobers? Wait, hold on, and they're supposedly just employees. I don't know, maybe they're, like, mentally insane employees, that have, like, gone crazy and are going to murder us. Why are people killing us? See, this is why we shouldn't think too hard about video games. It's like the Pirates of the Caribbean series, except for At World's End, which is apparently so complicated. Okay, I need to go on a side tangent.
If you bring me more Goofy Goober tokens, I can grant you the cartwheel move. Wait, hold on. Look at how bright Mindy's screen is. Like, well, look at her. What is happening here? Did she like, was she like, man, oh, I can't just stick with the normal lighting of my room. No. Patrick's never gonna see me, through this conch. You know what? I need to put 1 billion spotlights on my face, to the point where my luscious white skin is reflective. Actually, it kind of looks like what Boy in a Band has done in some of his more recent videos with, like, the super white reflective skin that gives, like, that makes the video significantly brighter. Kind of thing. But yeah, I like Boy in a Band. He makes great content things. I love alcohol. It means that I don't have to think about stuff, and I don't have to use the thing that makes me do stuff with my head. And then that head stuff expands to my body. But yeah. By the way, I was speaking of Pirates of the Caribbean earlier. I'm just jumping around topics. However, I will get to some of the ones they brought back earlier.
is, I might as well talk about it during this warp segment, is actually tonight, I watched, earlier tonight, I kind of watched the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and it's very good. I think it really holds up today. And it's interesting the reaction that the film got. Like, first it was kind of people were like, at the beginning, just like, we're very skeptical, of, like, if it was gonna turn out good, whenever they saw the trailers all the way back in, like, 2002 and stuff. But it turns out that it would be better than they could have ever thought. Basically, there's like a couple trailers. It was like summer of 2003, and then like this skeleton pirate foot goes on the ground and whatever, and boom, bam, bash, woo! Oh, then we have these Hammer Bro guys. Well, the reskins of the Hammer Bros. Which, this time, instead of these guys, these punks, which you can take out in one hit, these guys take 2 hits, which is a little annoying. You're like, cause I'm used to only hitting these enemies once, and then all of a sudden they're down. But like these. So yeah, it does get a little annoying whenever you have so many of these enemies coming at you. But I'll probably talk more about Pirates of the Caribbean in my Pirates of the Caribbean Let's Play, my Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. It's not just, there isn't just a game called Pirates of the Caribbean. Well, there is, but there's none that I own. Look, I've been drunk today. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not 21. I won't give you my specific age, but I'm not 21. I don't drink, and I don't make the brains that flow out of my skin. I like how these guys like just puff up their stuff and like make their lips. It's all. I might as well start with full health. Ready, set, go. Or no, it was like, are you ready, kids? Go. Then, oh no, that's weird. Great, now I'm back at full health, and then they just destroyed me. Now I'm back at full house. But yeah, I might as well talk about the soundtrack in order. So then there's the menu music, which is actually pretty memorable. One of the easiest tunes to remember and hum to. I like it. It's good. Okay. That's your insightful criticism from me. Yeah, boy. But then like there's the second track of music that kind of like you hear in the first level. It's like this all cool guy, manly jazz. I was gonna get that Krabby Patty. And then I start at wave 1. But yeah, there was like the first track is like this jazzy cool guy with like a saxophone solo. It's pretty groovy. Then like the second track is like very weird. It's like the do 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 down, and then it goes like around the end. It goes like and it's delightfully weird, and it kind of like it is good at capturing like the feeling of being drunk on ice cream and being in a Chuck E. Cheese and not knowing what to do. Yeah. And then there's this third track, the one that you're kind of hearing right now, but you probably can't hear that well over my commentary. And this track is the ambush track. It's just called Ambush, with an exclamation part, an exclamation point. And I like how this track like has so many instruments just going for it, so many like things going on. It feels like you're being overwhelmed which is good because it replicates the feeling that I have whenever I am playing these levels. Because seriously, why the frick do you need 40 enemies on just the first combat challenge and the second wave? Man, I am dreading whatever the final combat challenge is gonna be, because if the first combat challenge is already this hard, then I don't even want to really know what is in store for me in the later ones. It's gonna be rough. What do I got left? Oh, this fat boy. Okay, I'm at full health. That's good. Are you ready, kids? Set, go. Okay, that was almost as clunky as what I said it was. It's the brain stuff that makes the thoughts go. Seriously, still 36 enemies, and yeah, they beasted a bunch of them like a pro. Oh god. Again, it helps to be at full health during most of this. Shut up, you stupid laughing maniacs, you boys. Okay. Stop it, you Hammer Bros, or your reskins of the Hammer Bros. You stupid Hammer Bro knockoffs that work at Chuck E. Cheese. Ooh, yeah, that's what you deserve. Huh. God, and then he died again. I know this isn't entertaining to watch, and I'm not making very good commentary because of the fact that this is just kind of so overwhelming, but trust me, it will get better, and hopefully this will end soon. Finally, my suffering can come to an end. Now, I'm actually having decent fun with this. Despite how, like, overwhelming these combat challenges, they do seem pretty fun after a while, and once you get good with like beasting through enemies, it's fun. It's just, actually, you know what I should do is I should upgrade SpongeBob's health. Are you sure you want to? Yes. This is probably gonna help me, and since I like died on the final wave in the other points, I'm pretty sure I'll get through this one. Okay. Yes, full health. Full House. I don't watch Full House, so I don't find it funny. Just a disclaimer out there for you. So I'm just referencing Full House because Full House kind of sounds like full health. But also, this brings me to another thing, is that not only is the soundtrack of this game, like, really good, but also something else that's really good is the soundtrack of the actual SpongeBob movie, you know, the movie that this game was based off of, and it's amazing. It has all kinds of, like, weird, interesting tracks about, like, SpongeBob and Patrick. There's actually one by, like, frickin' Wordsworth or something, I don't remember. He sounds like some cool, hip 90s rapper kind of deal, and he's like basically rapping about like SpongeBob blowing bubbles and his blowing technique. Oh, the cat just swept by. Hey, kitty, you poked me. But yeah, there's also the classic off of that album, Ocean Man. Oh, I'm not even on wave 3. Oh god. Ready, set, go. Are you ready, kids? No, I'm not. I can't hear you. Yes, of course you can't hear me because I'm not ready. Who lives in a combat arena under the sea? Sponge battle fight pants, absorbent in yellow, and fist fighty is he. SpongeBob battle Sponge fight battle pants. If nautical combat be something you wish, SpongeBob fight pants, then kill a billion enemies and drop and flop like a fish. SpongeBob. Sponge fight battle pants. Sponge fight battle pants. Sponge fight battle pants. Sponge fight battle pants. Spongy fight battle pants. There. Viacom. Sue me if you want to. No, actually, don't sue me. I won't. I'm just a kid. Maybe I just don't fit in. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for more. Now, yeah, that's a great song off of the SpongeBob movie soundtrack. It's called "Just a Kid" by Wilco, and it's amazing. And it brings me back to a certain time. And the lyrics are very good. But then, and probably I would say that like maybe the best track off of that album is like Ocean Man, and I don't know, maybe the worst track is like whatever that weird thing by frickin' what was it, Electrocute, some I think 90s synth band, I don't know, I might be wrong. Where it's basically called Bikini Bottom, where they're basically like, there's so many fun things in Bikini Bottom, it actually isn't even that bad of a song. Let's talk to Mindy. Again, with her whiteness and her overexposure. Seriously. How brazen. Cartwheel.
Time to spin. Oh boy, oh boy.
Time to spin. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And then there's like no dialogue. I guess because it would be like press action button, but I don't even think B is like considered the action button.
Macho stuff.
Macho stuff. And then this is kind of a bonus area room thing. Oh, I guess I'm a little exhausted after the sporadic, amazing beginning of this Let's Play, but I'll hope to keep up the mood. Oh, actually, there's this one song in the SpongeBob movie soundtrack that's also really good. It's like, it has a really long name, and it's by the Flaming Lips. It's basically SpongeBob and Patrick, confront the psychic wall of energy, which I think has some very like poignant lyrics about growing up and stuff like, maybe we're just a kid, but we won't know till we're old. It's some good stuff. Look, especially compared to modern pop music. Whoa, hold up. I don't need to stoop down to that level. Yeah, actually, there's been so many times that I've like brought up modern pop music, and they've been like, "Oh no, I don't need to talk about that. I have better things to talk about." Really, because it's not good. It's right now. It's kind of in a rut. I do like that alternative rock is still kind of a thing, somewhat, almost. It barely makes the charts. I don't know. We did get that really one. That one really good song. It was like, "Whoa, come with me now. I'm gonna take you down," which barely charted, but it was amazing. It was like used in all kinds of like car commercials, which I'm just gonna say that most people like kind of roast car commercial songs, but the thing is that car commercial songs are like pretty good. And naturally, like, are kind of upbeat and have like a big epic sound. It's like, so like, I don't really know why people hate on them so much, just because they're car commercial songs, kind of. I know that they do kind of feel a bit forced with like trying to sell you a product almost, and people do make that like kind of distinction in their mind, connecting those together, but there's still good songs, still good music.
Look at the empty room.
Yeah, this room is completely empty. I just decimated it. Well, there's 2 jellyfish. Why are there jellyfish inside of Goofy Goobers? I don't get them. Oh. Oh. Slipping. Oh. Oh. They're just being a little quiet. I'm gonna be sick. Wait, no. This is purposely done for the cartwheel. Actually, I like this whole thing of how they kind of line boxes and like do stuff for the specific ability that you just earned. It's good game design. It's decent. Ugh. I still like this music track. Funny, I almost ran out of things to say. Brew. Oh. And then we have like these are weird, like I guess the cookies floating on platforms. Actually, you know, Goofy Goobers, especially like this segment, was originally supposed to be like a Patrick's Dream and Battle for Bikini Bottom, but I still kind of like more what they did with what they ended up doing with Patrick's Dream and Battle for Bikini Bottom, which by the way is kind of spoilers for the game. I would suggest for you to check this out yourself or see this, but his dream is basically a big empty void, and like of course you get a spatula from his dream just by simply talking to him, which I think is good. He has some admittedly kind of unfunny dialogue, but it's all made up for with just the creativity. Oh, and I just died. I should use this cartwheel more. Ooh, wait, this would be really good for the combat challenges, but I guess you are just kind of naturally play as SpongeBob for the combat challenges. And then it's Porto Hero. What? Oh, from the side for a second, it looked like the thing was like just kind of like on the side. You know, it's like the same orientation as this door, or whatever. But then it changed back, so I can't really. But I bet you saw that weird visual glitch. Also, this supposedly said. I'm not sure. People have kind of been debating, like, does this say Porto Head or Porto Hero? Supposedly it says Porto Hero, but I don't know. It really could be either one. I don't know. I like to think as Porto Hero because that's a little bit more fun to say, and I guess
There you are, Patrick. I've been trying to find
these people are heroes.
8 in the morning, SpongeBob.
Oh my gosh, 8 o'clock. I am late for work. Mr. Krabs is gonna kill me. Oh,
It's weird that they play the background music. It feels like this would be better if it was kind of silent.
King Neptune confronts Mr.
And then like the music here is okay. I think it actually really
Ask if there
fits.
is anyone present who may vouch for
But that's
Mr.
odd.
Krabs' character. And our yellow knucklehead McSpazicon
Yeah, I have something to say about Mr.
of being our
Krabs.
King Neptune zaps Mr. Krabs, causing SpongeBob to sober up quickly. he selflessly volunteers to journey to Shell City and retrieve the king's crown. Freezing Mr. Krabs in place, King Neptune grants a 6-day reprieve so SpongeBob and Patrick may attempt to retrieve the crown. King Neptune's daughter Mindy...
I kind of hear a bit of an echo, but like the TV speakers aren't really that loud, so it's probably not going to be picked up on the microphone.
We continue as SpongeBob and Patrick arrive at the paddy wagon.
Also, by the way, I forgot to talk about like all the times that I had tried to record this Let's Play, but just like completely failed. I was gonna bring it up, but I guess I had so many other good topics that I just never brought it up. So I'll probably talk about that in part 2. But man, I had to re-record this episode so many times.
This road will take you through.
Oh, and then in like the first 2 Let's Plays, I actually completed this level before I ended it. But no, I'm gonna end it here. So let's see this dialogue.
Epic, heroic,
Epic.
valiant, courageous. SpongeBob, you're driving a sandwich.
So what kind of like wood plank thing are they standing on in front of the Krusty Krab? That's weird. What is that? With cheese. With pleasure. No, we're doing this next time. Oh yeah, and you need to press A to like hold on A to be able to accelerate it, but I'm going to play this later. So if you didn't see, we have a lot to do. So I'll give you some insight. This Up Chocolate Creek, even though I have it, I have unlocked it, you need the Sonic Guitar Wave for it. And then, like, we have this Escape from Bikini Bottom. I'll probably, whenever I start the next Let's Play, I'm probably going to collect the treasure chest, yeah. I forgot to inform you on the collectibles of the treasure chests in this game. But I collected one at the beginning, you'd see it, so... I think this is good as any time to end this stuff. Goodbye.